How is that in and of itself legal? Because I don't believe it is.
Not by accident, not by mismanagement, not by incompetence, by design. 10.5 million people came to our border, flooding the zone of sanctuary cities because they're the problem.
We've got more clips of Tom Homan on Fox News throwing more veiled threats at blue states and blue cities over immigration, of course, with plans to have more ICE raids in more states ASAP, so strap in, it's sure to get spicy. Leave us a like on the video if you can, it helps us out a bunch, it lets us know you enjoy the content, and let's get right to the debunking.
New York State Democrats have funneled over $600 million taxpayer dollars to illegal alien advocacy groups. They want to hire attorneys for illegal immigrants in their state. How is that in and of itself legal? Because I don't believe it is.
Well, you know, Governor Hochul, you know, she supported the Bail Reform Act. This is why these people, these illegal aliens, walked out of a NYPD precinct. They didn't even get to Rikers Island. So it starts with bail reform. Then the sanctuary city, you know, starts with de Blasio and the city council. You know, I put a lot of blame on the city council because we had an agreement to put ICE back into Rikers Island so we can arrest a lot of bad guys in the safety and security of Rikers Island. And the city council sued and stop that from happening.
Okay, first off, why is Fox News just allowed to spew out whatever, like literally any false thing on air? I couldn't find any proof of the $600 million number to sanctuary groups, which doesn't even sound the least bit true. I mean, it's almost definitely just a number pulled out of thin air. He's referencing a New York Post article, which literally makes the claim with zero citations. There is no like evidence report on this anything, which pretty accurately sums up right-wing journalism, might I add. But a court blocked Eric Adams from allowing ICE in Rikers on the grounds that it seemed like quid pro quo, given that Adams did so immediately after Trump met with him and then had his DOJ drop all charges against him for seemingly no reason. It's crazy how these people supposedly value states' rights as so important until a blue state is doing something they don't like.
How come they don't care about all the law-abiding people that have been raped, murdered, and victims of other violent crime? I never hear that from the left. Why is that?
The left doesn't want to admit the truth. They know that under President Biden, not by accident, not by mismanagement, not by incompetence, by design, 10.5 million people came to our border and they released a vast majority of the United States.
I mean, that's literally just the great replacement theory that he's spewing, which is a racist conspiracy that has motivated multiple mass shootings in the past decade. But here's MAGA happily just putting people in positions of power who are clear racists, allowing this to be spewed on national TV, the most viewed news channel, might I add, in America. And just ask him why, right? Why do Democrats do this by design if that's what he thinks? Because again, he's going to do great replacement. But for what reason would Democrats do so? There's no logical answer to this. Oh, they want voters. None of these people can vote. Like, we know they can't. We know they don't. And 99.9% of them will never be able to. Also, I would argue that Democrats are the only party who care about crime, while the right highlights only migrant crime in an attempt to spread racism for political gain, while ignoring the mass shootings that the very talking points Tom Homan is using here inspires. They ignore the school shootings and how guns are a root cause of that. Democrats actually want to address the systemic issues that enable crime, like income inequality.
We're going to fix this, Sean. We're going to keep going after the criminals. We're going to keep going after national security threats. And as I said, President Trump's committed to flooding the zone of sanctuary cities because they're the problem, and that's where we got to focus our attention on.
Listen, you're doing a phenomenal job. Everybody involved, the agents are doing a phenomenal job. Kristi Noem, phenomenal job. But they allowed so many people and so many unvetted illegals with all these criminal backgrounds, even terrorist connections and assassination squads. It's like a needle in a haystack.
We have to first point out how horrendously stupid it is to both say that immigrants are unvetted and known terrorists. We wouldn't know if they were terrorists if they were unvetted. Also, literally 70% of those in ICE custody have no criminal record. Another 15% or so on top of that only have minor traffic violations. So Tom Homan pretending that they're like going after hardened criminals and cleaning a mess, also horrendously stupid. They're failing on all fronts in this. And in the meantime, targeting veterans, citizens, deporting children, and have had the deadliest year in ICE history only 7 months into the year. But Yeah, guys, keep trying to gift wrap this to the public as a massive success as your polling numbers on it plummet. The main thing that garnered you support in the campaign, all because Americans are clearly rejecting this racist nonsense.